What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Forza Motorsport 6, and today we're going to be doing a jelly drift build of the 1945 Jeep Willys. Now, or Willys Jeep. Now, the biggest thing, if you've never seen a jelly drift build before, basically what the whole jelly deal means is jelly suspension. We're going to make this thing the suspension as soft as possible, and then we're going to try and slide the thing sideways. So, generally, that's a little bit of an iffy concept, but I feel like it's definitely a fun, it's a fun way to experience some of these vehicles, because it's like, what the hell am I doing? You're like, what the hell am I doing? I have no idea, but it's a lot of fun. So, it's definitely I would say it's an alternative way to enjoy Forza. It's not exactly the primary way, but it definitely is worth, it's worth trying out for sure. Now, as far as the engine and stuff like that goes, I kind of sort of want to put the 5.7 in it and make it basically LSX Willys. So, we're gonna go ahead and do it, actually. We're gonna make LSX Willys, but in drift form. And I feel like later on we really should make LSX Willys and into a drag car, but we are actually gonna strap a single turbo. Not twins, just a single turbo, so this thing gets all the turbo lag. So it's so awkward to drive, and it gets all the turbo lag. Let's see if we've got anything. We got, a different front bumper. What about the rear wing? Oh my god! Oh my god! Haha, that's amazing! Oh my god, wow. Alright, from here we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the drivetrain as much as we possibly can. And it's funny because we're gonna use a lot of very serious race car type parts, but then we're going to go ahead and make the setup terrible. We're going to literally tune it to be terrible. And the challenge is going to be to actually slide the thing with a setup that bad. Race brakes. And then we're going to do a race suspension. But what we're going to do is we're going to raise it all the way up. So even though the race suspension lowers it down, we're going to raise it all the way back up in tuning. We're going to leave the weight in it so it can have all that weight transfer. And we're going to upgrade the engine all the way to maximum power. Maximum power, so that we can not only get, like I said, the maximum output out of this thing, but so it'll also be even harder to drive. The objective of this build is to make this thing hard to drive. And if we can do that, I'm fairly certain that it's going to be a really entertaining vehicle. Let's see. Come on. What are we up to now? 609 horsepower. Oh, yes. 628 horsepower. Nearly there. Upgrade the single turbo. 745 horsepower. It's going to easily be well over 750 when all is said and done. 780. Closer to 800. Jeez. 789 horsepower out of a Willys Jeep. This is not a good idea. But it's a very exciting bad idea. So, when you think about it that way, it doesn't seem all that bad. So, now we're going to go ahead and tune the setup. We're going to make it very, very, very iffy. Let's see. Camber and caster will mess with the alignment later. Anti-roll bars. Oh, crap, we actually can't tune those right now because I forgot to upgrade them. But, springs are going all the way soft. All the way soft. Come on. The ride height is going all the way up. And again, everything is going all the way soft. Bump stiffness is going all the way soft as well. Or I should say rebound and bump. And let's see, downforce, we can't really change that right now, can we? No, because we didn't do the upgrades for it. And for the braking, just to make things interesting, we're going to make the braking balance 100% front, and the braking pressure 200%. And then for the diff, because it's all-wheel drive, we're going to actually make we're gonna make the balance a little bit more to the rear, like 75% rear, I think. And then for the rear, we're gonna make the decel 0. Actually, no, sorry. The decel should be 100, and so should the XL. And then the front, we're going to put the acceleration up just a little bit to 55%, and we're going to see how this does. Like I said, this is not a good idea. And wait a minute. We do actually... So we need to, before we go out on the track, and that is wheels and tires. Gonna leave a stock tire compound, but we're gonna make them very wide. 215s all around. 215s, and they actually look wide. That's the funny thing, is the 215s look wide. And then for the wheels, oh dear God, what are we gonna do with the wheels? You know what's funny is those actually kind of fit it. In a weird way, but they kind of do. And now, it's time to go out on the track. So, what I'm thinking is gonna happen, I guess you could say, my assumption right off the bat is that it's gonna be very unruly and very tricky to control. So, as far as the tracks, we're gonna go with... I feel like going with Monza is a bad idea. Brands Hatch. I'm slightly undecided here, actually. Lime Rock. Laguna Seca. Oh, God. We are not... Oh, my God. I do not want to do a lap around the Nürburgring in this thing. I do not want to do a lap around the Nürburgring in this thing. In fact, I feel like that should be another challenge. If you guys want to see that, let me know, because I'd be more than happy to do that, but I feel like it definitely should be a separate challenge. And I think, as far as which track we want to go with, or what I want to go with, I think that actually, Prague. I don't know why I say I don't know why I feel like Prague would be a good choice for this, but I feel like it's definitely a track that's got a lot of room in, at least in the middle section of the track. And sure, it's got, you know, solid walls at the edges, but there is a lot of room on the road itself. So it's not like you're going to have walls everywhere, and you're going to have to deal with hills, multiple variants of corners, and it's not the most, quote-unquote, normal type of track. So it's not going to be your normal racetrack is what I'm trying to get at. Oh, jeez. Oh, dear God. This is... I'm already kind of scared right now. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Look how much the thing flexes just when you rev it. You can see it. Go. Oh, my God. Holy crap. Wow. Woo. Come on. Come on. Oh, my God. This is really hard to control. It just wants to plow. This thing does not want to go sideways and then recover. The thing is, it doesn't handle at all because it's so soft that you can't do anything with the thing. And even when you accelerate, when you brake, the weight transfer is so insane that it's so hard to keep the thing under control. Especially after you jump it. Yeah, it understeers bad. It understeers really bad. What's hilarious is the way it bounces up and down when you hit a wall. Oh, come on! It doesn't want to go in the direction you want it to go. It's so funny because you want it to go that way and it's like, nah, bro, we're going this way. There we go. There we go. So I guess it is possible. It is possible to drift the thing. But look how much it's bouncing up and down. It's very, very, very hard to control this Jeep. And the thing can get no traction either. It can't get any traction. And so that means not only is it... Did it just bounce off the wall, literally? Thing cannot get any traction mid-corner. So your corner entry speeds have to be really low. And then once it does get traction, it likes to pull the thing off in the direction it wants to go, as opposed to maybe the direction you might want it to go in. I say might, because you may or may not go that way. Even when you shift, the whole thing goes up and down. Go, 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 go! Can it pull itself back out of it? Oh my God! What? That was 100% reverse entry, and it actually pulled itself out of it. That's... Wow. I mean, I know it's all-wheel drive, but geez, we're only running 215s on this car. That's the standard width for a Toyota GT86, and those tires are tiny. Ridiculously hard to control on the bridge, too. It's like, what the hell? Which way is it going? Back the other way. No, 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 no! Jeez, it's a wall! This thing loves walls. Not only does it... Oh, my God. It does not want to stick with it. It does not want to stick with it at all. I think there's only one thing left to do at this point, and that's go for a full-on backwards entry and see if we can... No way! No way! What? What? It was not just able to pull itself out of that. That's ridiculous. I mean, I know it's all-wheel drive, but the lack of grip and the fact that it was able to pull itself back out of that, and the thing is, you feel like it's... Oh my God, did it just jump that much? Jeez! The thing feels like it's floating when you drive it. It feels so boat-like, and it feels like it's floating, and it's so hard to manage the thing and actually keep it on the road. But when you do manage to do that, it's a ridiculous feeling. Because you're like, I really accomplished something in actually, well, not only not keeping it in the wall, but you're like, I actually just pulled off a proper drift in this thing. I feel properly accomplished now that I've done it. But yeah, no, this is definitely a build that I think... Good grief, the brakes are so bad. That's insane. The brakes are that bad. But do I suggest building one? Maybe, sort of, kind of, if you're brave. Do I suggest using it for, like, anything specific? Not unless you have a very specific, specific setup for what you want to do. This was a very silly setup, and I wanted to give it a try and see what would happen. And it was actually... I felt like it could have been a lot worse, and I'm surprised I was able to keep it under control as much as I did. But if you guys enjoyed this video and this test, then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.